Welcome to Joe's Astrology. We're looking at Lady Gaga. She's a sun in Aries. But I want to start with Pluto, where she's coming from, her soul. At a soul level, she's a Pluto in the 5th in Scorpio. The moon is there in Scorpio in the 5th, particularly the Pluto moon there together and the south node. The south node is at 0 degrees Scorpio, also in the 5th. So a lot of strong energy, emotional energy, the moon, deep, strong, soulful energy coming from a place of creativity, being on stage, all things associated with the 5th house, being childlike, even narcissistic. I'm not saying she's narcissistic, I'm just throwing that in there. Creative self-actualization, creative self-expression. This is a place she's coming from in life, and she's really bringing that into life. And where she's headed, the north node in Taurus in the 11th. And one more thing before I say that, you could see the Scorpio stuff too. It's possible that there was some, Scorpio is often associated with trauma or abandonment, and you could see maybe that's why she's so passionate about it and why there's so much emotion involved because of that. But she's bringing it here to the public in the 11th. That we see the bottom of the chart. This is the night half. This is the day half. And this is the public. We see when planets are up here, you're really putting yourself out there in front of people. We see there's 2 planets in the 10th there. The house of career. And this is a person, don't let this kind of mislead you. This is a person that may have that at a deep soul level, but here in this life today, she wants to be in front of people. And there we see that with that Jupiter in Pisces, even though it might not really appear like that on the surface because it is in Pisces, but that Jupiter in the 10th, she wants to get bigger and larger and show people what she has to show them. And we see this north node in the 11th. Venus is there as well. And then with the north node in Taurus, there's definitely a lot of money here involved in becoming famous. And also looking different. The 11th house, Uranus, is usually associated with looking different, and she's known for that as well. We could even go, and then we can kind of add in here some of the other things and really come back to this sun in Aries. I mean, this chart looks like it's in the 11th, and we could say the sun is in the 10th. Why is she doing all of this? From a life purpose standpoint, or really from like a sun, the sun in Aries standpoint, why is she doing that? She's doing this because she wants to be seen. She wants, even from a soul level here, the Leo wants to be, needs to be seen. If you're going to express yourself and you're going to act and do things, most cases you want people to see you. You want people to see your work. And that really goes well here with this sun in Aries, because she's not going to be shy about it. I think there was, looking at like her story, she was possibly shy when she was younger. And then I'm not sure when she got famous, but you can see her first Saturn return is probably when she really took off. I think it was. Let's see. That would have been Saturn's here. Maybe like 8 years ago is when she's really, you could say, released from this south node energy and really got to propel into this north node. But you can see there's planets on both nodes, really showing that there is some element of feeling stuck, and there's also some element of fruition here with Venus on the north node. And we can come to this Uranus here, as I mentioned, and see that she's got Uranus conjunct Mars. It's near the 7th house cusp. It's in the same sign as Saturn. It's opposite the ascendant, and squaring the Mercury, and also trining the north node. So definitely a lot of Uranus here involved. this idea of looking different, being independent. We can see Neptune, the planet of performance, in the 7th in an angular house. And look where it's at. It's in Capricorn. So more of that 10th house energy where she wants to be known as the potentially could, I mean, I don't know this, but could want to be known as the authority on the subject of all the things that she's about. You know, putting your unique self out there. But this one here, this aspect, this Uranus Mercury aspect is interesting. This is these aspects to Uranus, especially Mercury, are very, very good for what the future holds. I think, you know, people that are living in a different world, an older world, wouldn't have this aspect. Or if they did, there'd be some mitigating factors there that take away from that. I mean, you can see also Mercury's retrograde, which also helps. Uranus is retrograde, Saturn's retrograde. When Saturn's retrograde, it really points to Uranus. And then in addition that it's conjunct Uranus. Let's see if there's any, she has Neptune. There's more to be said here. I want to focus more on the life path, though. You can see the ruler of the chart here. If we look at the ascendant, Gemini's ruling Mercury's ruling the ascendant, and it's in the 10th, which is a very good alignment there to have the ruler of your ascendant in the 10th. This is somebody who has something to say as well. It comes back to this 5th house Pluto and this 5th to 11th angle. And you can see this idea of having a Gemini rising and then a Mercury culminating there, you know, having something to say and being able to say it in this life. You see it's in the 10th. And then with Jupiter there, being able to say it and having people hear you. I mean, I have a lot to say. I have a ton of stuff to say, but no one's going to hear me. No one's going to hear me. So, I mean, I could just get on here and on a YouTube channel and just rant for hours, and it won't matter. But her, she gets everybody's ears. She has this Mars here as well, making a trine to the North Node and a sextile to the South Node, really adding that volatility to, adding that passion, that drive to do what she wants to do, to challenge other people. Mars in the 7th. I mean, Mars in the 7th isn't going to be, I mean, people might love her. She might have her fans, but, you know, she's not going to be someone that is there to be a people pleaser with that Mars in the 7th. She's going to say what she wants to say and how she wants to say it. Now, this could change as we move to her through her first Saturn return and then into the second Saturn return. This could change because you see Venus moving towards the North Node. This is where she's headed. Often people will want to give up all this Scorpio and really move into this Taurus. Like we're talking about wealth, stability, you know, healing. So maybe that has already changed. I don't know her enough. Maybe that will change even more as time goes on. But often it doesn't really indicate that in this chart. But a lot of times we do go back and forth between the two nodes. We go back and forth between the future and the past. We go through a cycle of past, present, future. And that's what these techniques are really about, the Trinity. So it is possible in the future that she does have some type of scandal of some sort, really bring her back to her roots. Although I don't see anything really guaranteeing that to happen in this life. So that is Lady Gaga. A couple other things we can mention. If you're still with me here, she does have very, very strong Mars energy. We see the Mars Jupiter square, Mars Jupiter sextile. Mars is moving towards the sextile as well. The Mars in Capricorn, where it's exalted, the Mars Uranus, the Sun being ruled by Mars in the 10th, the Moon being ruled by Mars and with Pluto there, and the South Node. Very heavy Mars energy. And even the Venus that we talked about, the pleasant stuff, the money is in the sign that's ruled by Mars. So hope you enjoy this one and have a great day.